Hey guys, Mrhappy here, and today I want to do a new type of video. Now, on my YouTube channel, I usually just do Final Fantasy videos, RPGs, Final Fantasy 14 videos, things along those lines. But a lot of people who watch my channel and who watch the videos wonder what I do in between of big patches for MMOs and things like that. So I want to play a game that I've actually been dying to play since it came out, but I haven't made the time to play until just now, and that is The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing 2. For a little bit of background, The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing 1 was a short, cycled action RPG title where it was pretty much a one-and-done kind of deal. You know, you played through the game once, sure, you could play through it again and do some different kinds of builds, but compared to Path of Exile or Diablo 3, it didn't really have a great deal of replay value. They did come out with some DLCs that I never actually played, but I'm going to jump right into Van Helsing 2 instead of trying out those DLCs instead. I'm hoping Van Helsing 2 is a similar experience. Now, I do want to go through some of the options that are available for the game. Gameplay, enemy HP bars, enemy hit point numbers. I turned these on before I even started recording the video. Auto picking up potions, no blood, show all messages, basic kinds of things, floating, combat text. You have your basic audio settings, your video settings. Now, video settings were kind of weird for this game, at least on my machine. I could run the game on very high from a test play that I did real quick, and none of these options really seem to change anything. Also, the first game on Steam is notorious for having problems with lag and video problems, so I should be able to get through the first, like, prologue, I guess, without any problems. But if I get to the second part of the game and you see me having incredible lag, we're gonna have to go to a technical difficulties problem, because it's a problem that the first game had, where once you got past the tutorial, the game would lag immensely, and you would just have to do a few things, change the game files a little bit in order to get it to work. I've done that ahead of time just in case, but I'm hoping it won't happen at all, because then there's only one other solution for it, and it doesn't really let me play it through Steam in that case. And of course, it does have a control system. Now, you can move without the mouse. Unlike most action RPGs, you can actually move with up, down, left, and right. It also does have controller support, which I've heard great things about Diablo 3 and its controller support on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. So I'm actually pretty glad that this game adopted that as well. This game also may even be available on consoles. I'm not actually sure. But anyway, that's it for that. Of course, it does have credits, exit, and there is DLC for this game. So on top of the one-time through story, it does have a scenario mode, which is very similar to the maps of Path of Exile, where, as you can see, you get maps with special rules and randomly generated mini-campaigns. And you even have multiplayer, which I believe you could do scenarios with multiplayer, but I know there's also a Battle Royale PvP type thing. I'm sure it's not too balanced, but if you're into that kind of thing, it is in this game. And that, whatever, that is bison, whatever it is, it's got horns. I don't know. That animal needs to stop doing that. Alright, so let's go into character creation and get the game started. Hopefully we don't have too many problems with the Steam version. The only other problem I feel that's worth mentioning is when I open through Steam, the game can take like 30 to 45 seconds to open. Obviously, if you have an SSD, that's going to be reduced drastically. But when I open it through the game files, it opens way quicker than that. So I feel like this game just has some bad compatibility with Steam that hopefully gets patched at some point. Alright, let's create a character. So I have normal and veteran. Game starts with level 1. I think we should do that, considering my character is going to be level 1. Alright, so we have 3 classes. The first game didn't even have classes, so let's look at them. You have your basic hunter, which is blades and firearms. You have a melee weapon and a ranged weapon. You have thaumaturge, which is an occult specialist wielding powerful offensive spells, manipulative tricks. So that's your basic mage, it seems. He's got kind of icy fists. It looks like he got lightning in one fist, ice gauntlets on the other. And we have an arcane mechanic. That guy looks like he does not fit at all. A new generation hunter who fights evil with the power of science. Armed with versatile hybrid occult substance expulsion cannon and various gadgets. Let's try that. You know, I've played a thaumaturge and a hunter. Maybe this will be more akin to the engineer of Torchlight 2. Let's play it on the normal difficulty. And I'm actually not going to play on hardcore because I don't know if I'm going to get that lag in the second act. So I'm going to leave it off hardcore for the time being. I prefer to play action RPGs on the hardcore difficulty. Diablo 3, not as much, but I do it on that anyway. But I want to try the game out and actually make it past the first thing. No, I don't want to be named Abraham. Let's go with this, Mrhappy. Yeah, that works. Alright, so let's jump right into the story.
My name is Van Helsing.
So, this right here is basically an exposition of the first game.
That I came to Borgovia to help the monsters who once ruled this land. Although it took a while to reach my destination. At least the detour gave me an opportunity to explore the wilderness. At times, I was really grateful that I had my companion, Lady Katerina, at my side. I wouldn't want her to hear that, though. For a ghost, she can be remarkably vain and murderous. Borgovia is a fascinating land, at least from a hunter's perspective. Also, this is the only place where the ink, the dark material of creation, leaks through the cracks of the world. A long time ago, my father defeated Borgovia's immortal vampire lords and entrusted the land to a group of genius scientists. During our travels, we slowly began to suspect that it must have been a mistake. When we entered the dark city of Borgova, it became evident that the new age of enlightenment had only brought chaos and mayhem. I did what I had to do. I found my father's underground lair and gathered the members of the resistance, the rebellious mortals and immortals, fighting together. And how we fought. It was glorious. We battled impossible creatures. We repelled tides of inhuman invaders. And I wouldn't rest until I defeated the last mad scientist, Professor Fulmigati. He even had a proper doomsday automaton. Honestly, it was a hunter's dream come true. But as it turns out, winning the grand battle sometimes opens up a brand new adventure.
So with that was basically just letting you know everything from the first game. Obviously, it's better if you played the first game. The first game, like I said, was actually a really good action RPG, and the load times are definitely better than they were with the first game. So that's a vast improvement. I'll let you know about the changes that I made to the files in order to... I did some preemptive file changing in order to see if it would fix the problems from the first game, and it seems that the same problem from the first game may be apparent in the second game if the changes I made are already working. I do kind of wish this text wouldn't move around. I understand you're trying to keep it near the character, but you can kind of see it phasing like in and out. See how it kind of jumps a little bit? That may just be my video settings or the changes that I've made, but it's extremely strange. If you're gonna make the camera move around like this, at least. So this game is also, to a degree, very story-driven. So these cutscenes that sort of interrupt the flow of the game do happen a lot. I'll take a few points off for that.
And humbly gave my assistance to Van Helsing, the great liberator of Borgova.
Do I know you?
Nope, but we're gonna.
Destruction.
Alright, so now, for this first part,
That's the least of our concern.
I'm assuming it's just gonna do what the first game did and explain everything the same.
My equipment around here.
Some of your things are scattered on the other side of the hall.
There we go.
Much better now.
Rocks all over the place. Now, as you can see, basic inventory system, like you'd expect. It also has alchemical components and potions in its own tab. It has scrolls, which were in the first game, I believe, and we won't really see till later. And then runes and fragments for equipping into armor and stuff. Now, on top of that, we do have our character, which, as you can see, we have body, dexterity, willpower, luck, all the basics. Body increasing your physical HP, your defense, and your damage. This increases your range damage and dodge value. This is a spell power and mana points. This is magic and gold find, as well as your chance to dodge and critical hit chances. HP, MP. Rage is something that we'll get into a little bit later. It's a very special thing that is somewhat unique to the Van Helsing game. Not really unique, I guess I'd say. It's your basic build-up resource and use it, but the way that it's applied is quite different from the way that most games, most action RPGs would do it. Of course, we do have a skill tree, which is massive in this game. Wow, okay. That's a lot bigger than it was in the first game when I played it. And I have no idea what builds I'm going to be doing, so it's going to be interesting. You also have tricks, which you can have up to 6 of on these bars right here. Tricks, obviously, are they're something other than your basic left and right click attacks, and they give you some bonuses. I don't know if they usually cost mana. I believe you're just supposed to rotate these on a cooldown in order to give yourself some sort of bonus or things like that. This one, as you can see, I started off with creates an electric sphere around you, providing complete invulnerability, but also blocking movement and offensive skills. You'll gain 20% maximum HP and MP per second, and cooldowns will expire faster while in the sphere. That's interesting. I guess this is just for if I'm about to die, just go super invincible and regenerate HP and MP. And then you also have auras, which you can give off. These are really better for team play, but of course, as an aura, it buffs you at the same time. So getting the right auras can definitely passively make your game a little bit better with less active abilities, and there are a lot more auras in this game. There's also something called perks, which I don't remember the button for, L. And these, as we level up, we're going to get perk points, and we can use these. Very similar to, I guess, Fallout perks or passives in Diablo 3, where it just gives you things like second chance when you die, become an incorporeal for 4 seconds, but keep in mind that you can only get the second chance once every 3 minutes. So there are some definite things here that are going to be useful, and of course we'll unlock more of those later on. You have your basic left click and your basic right click. As you can see, I have the same attack for that for the time being because I haven't unlocked them yet. And of course, like any other action RPG, if you press shift, you can stop where you can stop moving and actually attack in the direction you're left or right clicking. Now, one big thing that I'm probably going to get into when she levels up is Katarina. She was in the first game, and she was actually a pretty cool element. She's basically a permanent pet that you have in the game, where you can level her up individually and make her a tank. You can make her a passive unit that does nothing and just buffs you. You can make her a ranged mage or a physical attacker. She's basically a permanent pet that you have that adds a little bit more variety to your build, since you can level her up the same way you would level yourself up. She has her own skill trees and everything. Hopefully she levels up soon so I can show you more about that. Now, I just leveled... Oh, there's still more bad guys. I just leveled up, so after I'm done with these guys, I'll go into showing you what a level up provides for me. Okay, I guess we're going to have to do a cutscene first.
You made it out. Good. You will find an ink gate at the end of the next hallway.
Hold on. First, I want to know who you are.
And perhaps you could explain why you are so helpful. I always find that suspicious in a masked creature.
The mask hides deformations and the scars.
You were a test subject?
Yep.
Olmigati's favorite. Once a powerful being. Now only a husk of my former self.
You're doing this out of gratitude.
And revenge. Though the professor is dead, his heritage and his allies still...
In case you're wondering, in case you weren't paying attention during the first part, the professor was the last boss of the first game. So, like I said, it's a complete sequel. Literally, it's been less than, like, 5 minutes since the end of the first game. So playing right from the first game through to the second game, outside of the fact that you'll go from being, you know, a force to be reckoned with at the end of the first game to having no skills again at the beginning of the second, which is something that I know people have gripes with in action RPGs, and I don't blame you. So I leveled up, as you can see, I got 5 points. Now, I don't actually know if... Okay, so my attacks are physical damage. I guess I should probably acquaint myself with what sort of scaling physical damage, lightning damage, fire damage. Well, I guess it is all ranged damage. Since I am using a kind of gun for this guy, I'm assuming that it all counts as ranged damage. So, if not, I mean, what's the big deal? I can always remake another character and try it again. But since I am using a gun as my main weapon, you'd figure that, hey, you know, in fact, that's my character sheet. I guess I'll just have to go to items. Yeah, I mean, that is a ranged weapon if I've ever seen one. So we'll go with I'm not on hardcore, so I could go glass cannon, but I like to have some bonus health and things like that. And then for this, now I'm actually not sure. In the first game, it was the better idea to basically just pump your first skill, and then from that point on, just go directly to the skills that you wanted to add in. I actually don't like my first skill, and it's, well, think of it, it's no fun to just only use the first skill you get. I got 3 points too. So let's grab a second skill. This one actually costs mana, so it's probably good that I am doing that. And then we'll just pump the last 2 points. Oh, I can't even pump 2 more points into that. Okay, well then, good. We'll make it that way. And as you can see here on the left side, we also get a mastery level, if we put enough points into a single tree, we get a mastery bonus. All skill effects are increased by this percentage. So if you focus on a single tree, you actually get a bonus in that tree for all the skills. Now, it looks like there's a tab missing here, so I'm assuming later I'll be able to get a mastery bonus of sorts. So I guess it'll, I guess we'll just have to see how it all plays out. The trees I don't think are exactly the same as they were in the first game. I actually really want to try using this this thing. Rage bar. See, that bugged me out because I thought that the game froze. It's just teaching me how the rage bar works. Now, this yellow resource, as it's saying, is rage, and this was apparent in the first game too. As you can see on the left-hand side, we have these 3 orbs, and these are basically special power-ups that you can apply to your next attack, and rage is a resource that applies that to your next attack. So as you can see, it's used to enhance your attack. If I press space, now see how this is lighting up? That means that on my next attack, it'll do this bonus effect. Targets are ignited, taking 20% of the original damage per second for 10 seconds. So it turns my grenade lob into some initial damage and damage over time, but obviously it can do other things. I don't have the other 2 unlocked right now, so let's just move on. Yep, as you can see. Oh, nice. It's a flamethrower. I guess I shouldn't be surprised considering the description of the ability, but I really like that. I always like flamethrowers. Flamethrowers are just cool. Flamethrowers are cool. That's a quote for the day, huh? Alright, just wanted to make sure that wasn't an elevator. Hopefully Katarina levels up soon so I can show you more of what her skill tree is like and where we're going to be putting the points. Good, you're hungry. Uh-oh. I'm not... I gotta admit, if this was hardcore, I probably wouldn't just be standing here going ham with a flamethrower. But that was pretty cool to just stand there and go ham with a flamethrower.
Pardon for bringing bad news.
You don't say.
This place has a powerful device, a marvel of weird science.
You seem to be able to come and go as you please.
I have a particularly strong connection to the ink. The one thing my captors
Then
were...
get us out.
That's beyond this one's powers. But a temporary portal could take you close to the device. Once you defeat its...
Why should I trust you?
Trust is overrated.
I like
You
that.
can take
Trust
that
is overrated.
The portal will remain active until...
I don't trust that humble creature.
Well, that's not nice. Oh, okay, so now Katarina leveled up. So as you can see, if I come up here, see, she actually has a lot of the functions that you see from other action RPGs. They kind of stuff them all into her. So she has equipment that she can carry and, of course, equip. She can only basically sort of like Diablo 3. She could basically do weapons and accessories. She also gets a body armor on top of that. She can hold all items. She can hold potions. She can hold runes and fragments. And then, of course, you can assign her to be able to do certain things. You can just turn her into a ghost, which, as you can see, just gives you 10% damage reduction. I believe you can also spec into certain skills that make her ghost do differently. I always liked having her as a melee ghost, though, in the first game. And I always set her to defend, assist, weakest, or vulnerable. Depends. Sometimes I like to do certain things. You can also have her collect items, which, that depends. I usually like to have her collect gold, and that's pretty much it. I don't like her collecting too many items because then I forget that she has them, and sometimes I miss really cool. That's why I don't have her collect the super rare items. Potions, sometimes it's good to have her collect some potions, but sometimes she goes a little bit overboard and collects more potions than you want her to, and then you end up with no potions, and it depends. You can always send her to go buy potions, as you can see. Like, I could just click this, tell her to go buy potions, and then she'll go, and then she'll come back with potions. I don't know why a store would sell potions to a ghost, but that's besides the point. And then she, of course, has 3 skill trees, just like, pretty much just like you. I only have the arcane mechanic one for the time being, but that's besides the point. So I can put her into pure tank, which makes her basically protect me and herself. As you can see, she's, as a sentinel, she kind of doesn't even get stronger. She just increases my stats as Van Helsing. Like 7% of Katarina's highest attribute is transferred. Pretty much everything here is increase Van Helsing, increase Van Helsing, increase Van Helsing, Van Helsing. Yeah, pretty much everything here allows her to buff Van Helsing instead of herself. I want her to kind of be her own thing. So then the Corpus tree actually allows her to buff herself. So as you can see, 50 upon death, Lady Katarina will release a huge explosion. She gets bonus 1% health regeneration, plus 15% damage, 20% to her hit points. So I'm probably going to be going somewhat into these trees. I don't want to go too deep into the right-hand tree. I kind of want to make her a tank, which is mostly the left-hand side of the tree. Like health regeneration, damage, hit points. And then you have Spectre, which actually gives her some a mix of things that she can do. 4% chance to cast a spell with each attack. Spell slows enemies within 5 meters. You can turn her into sort of a control bot with this one. Adds paralyzes effects, slows. 40% chance to create a wisp. The wisp's health is equal and its damage. So you can mix the trees and go kind of in certain directions. I don't know how good that is in this game in particular, but it was pretty good in the first game to mix and match. So I'm just gonna go straight for increased attack rate for her, because I eventually want her to have way more hit points so she doesn't die that often. I hate it when she dies often. And of course you can pump points into her other stats. I'm gonna go full body pump. Full body pump. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, the range on this is actually fairly good. Also, I'm very much disliking the shaking of the camera. I understand the place is supposed to be falling apart, but come on. Yeah, it's official. Flamethrowers are cool. My MP does not run out when I'm using that flamethrower. I don't even... I guess after I put more... Oh, I leveled up, by the way. This will probably be easier after I put some points into things. That 1 point in body is like not even gonna make a difference. Alright. Now, I used 2 points to get that, but I can also get these other extra abilities. Blast radius is extended. Enemies within... This also allows for some AoE damage. Now, the flamethrower is the one I actually want to kind of increase a little bit. Mana cost? Oh, man. Plus 30% mana cost. I actually don't mind that, so because it doesn't use any mana as it is anyway. Targets have a 20% chance to flee. Sure, we'll go with that. And reputation up. Now I can start getting perks, which they're trying to explain to me, but I already did plus 10% fire damage. I may actually do that since I like the flamethrower so much. I thought she was already down there and she did damage to one of them for a second. I'm not on hardcore, so I don't really think I need to go for second chance. Some of these are standard, and you just get them no matter what. I'm actually going to go straight for pyrotechnician. I like that. So if you like flamethrowers, this is the game for you. Protective face mask. I like that. Okay, but we have a cutscene before I can check the item.
Device and you can go. Be ready.
Ready for what?
A storm.
When is it ever?
Fulmigati's army has withdrawn. Somebody is calling them back. They are still a chaotic mess.
Nothing new about that.
Oh, come on, don't make me do that.
This tormented body is no longer able to fight.
Oh, I wish you could fight. Wish I had a choice between you and Katarina, or I could have both of you. Alright, so what do we got? Critical hit damage, willpower, dexterity. Nothing great, but it does add some of my stats, so why not, right? General rule of thumb is, why not? For some reason, I thought I had not been over there. Alright, so it says I'm done with the prologue, so I actually still need to give Katarina another level. So after this cutscene, let's see if I get the bug where nothing works. And it's just super laggy.
But sometimes victory leaves you buried under the ruins. I was lucky. Someone saved me. For a change, I'm not the only mysterious stranger in town. But weeks have passed, and the metropolis of weird science is still waiting for its own savior. Outlaws and escaped monsters roam the streets. The resistance is too weak, so someone else decided to take matters into his own hands. General Harker, the military genius of the city, came back from his exile. He gathered the rest of the disorganized army. His forces are a chaotic mess of weird machines. So far, but they're slowly clearing out the streets. He might not have seen eye to eye with Fulmigati, but he regards me and the Resistance as a threat to the city. A coalition of monsters and troublemakers. As a hunter, I won't tolerate others hunting me. I'm ready to fight. I have an underground lair, new soldiers, and my new mysterious ally. I'm quite used to unlikely companions, but Prisoner 7 is the most unusual so far. A former test subject of the mad scientists, master of the ink. He's certainly helpful, but I don't know what to make of him. Now he can prove his worth. Harker's troops are on the move. They want to control the foundries, so he can build more war machines. We will stop them in the sizzling, clanking heart of Borgova. Let the battle begin.
Alright. Moment of truth. I guess we'll get to see if we get that lag issue. Honestly, everything's loading quicker than the first game did, so I'm hoping that we won't have that lag issue. I may even live stream this later, if I'm in the mood for it. Play some Final Fantasy 14 after this, though. Got my resets to do. Alright.
Katarina, shouldn't you help me out with this?
What? I have this strange feeling of deja vu.
Okay, why do I even gotta fight? Look at all this. All these NPCs got it under control. The hell do I need to do?
Helsing, General Harker has deployed the Grand Mortars. They're bombarding you with rifts.
And why should we trust you? You
Your
any
humble ally is here to help.
I think she's just jealous
Must clear this
of me having another ghost person helping me. Obviously, he's not a
How
ghost.
annoying is that?
He's a hollow shell. If we want to get specific. Yeah, I know, I'm done. Character sheet. Okay, did I get even more points? I'm actually going to pump some points in the body. Because I don't know how tough this second act is going to be. Skill-wise, what should I give to you? Yep, sure. I'll save that that one extra point. And tough decision. Pocket Mechanoid. Now, see, the problem with this game is even though you see all of these abilities, yeah, you can't ever have more than 2 equipped. Now, there is a button to change between equipments, but I don't think I'm that far into the game where I need it just yet. So I think I should just focus on the abilities I already have and making them stronger, at least for the time being. And if I really need a place to put bonus points, I can always put it into tricks or something. So you don't have, actually don't have any other of these. Oh, these all cost 2. Okay. What about auras? Heals Lady Katarina for every 2 points of rage I spend. For every point of rage you spend, it heals me. I actually like that. 10% range or damage reduction. I'll save that extra point. One of those people who can save points. Now, also, you know how I mentioned these power-ups before? Well, when I press space, it automatically does all the ones I have unlocked. But you can actually store them right here. So, yeah, as you can see, I can set them. And then when I press space, all of those things will happen. So it's not just like, oh, you press space and all your problems are solved for you. But it may as well be. This flamethrower is really awesome, by the way. Oh, now they got flamethrowers too, huh? They got ice throwers. I think they're just hitting her. Yeah, I got ranged attacks. It seems like dexterity is the right stat. I don't know, because I can't tell if my flamethrower counts as dexterity or willpower. I wonder if I hold shift, if it'll tell me, or if I can hold a button and it'll tell me. Huh. Nope, it's not holding. That's not working. I'll consider it range damage. If it keeps increasing, then it's probably range damage. If it doesn't keep getting stronger, then I should probably stop using it while I'm ahead of myself.
Ready for battle. Let's attack.
Wow, that guy had horrible voice acting. Come on. See, that's the problem I have with certain action RPGs is how slow you attack at the beginning of the games. When you get to later in the game and you're just demolishing everything, oh my god, is it a good feeling.
I don't have any healing potions.
Yeah, I know, you're gonna die. Because you're just standing in a bunch of ice flamethrower things. Let's see if I can out-heal this with my potions that I do have, Lady Katarina. Did she level again, or did I just forget? Or am I saving a point with her? Yeah, I'm saving a point with her. That's why the plus is there. Now, one thing I'm not doing enough of is using my rage. You get a lot of rage, and rage comes back every time you kill an... Oh, great. Every time you kill an enemy. So, there's no real reason to be too... I guess... I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I have no reason to just save all my rage, unless, like, I'm saving it for bosses or things like that. Or these wisps that are annoying me. Stop! Stop it, wisps! Wow, I already feel like I don't do shit for damage against these guys. Well, now I have Katarina, so I guess it'll be okay. Do more damage. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that works. That's definitely one way to get a little bit stronger, is to get some levels under my belt. And I got some, hopefully, good loot. Oh, I forgot about these trophies. HP, spell power. See, I guess I do need spell power. Yeah, that's the thing with this ability. I feel like it's 119% weapon damage. It's 143%. But, well, actually, I'm reading the next upgrade cost. But I can't help but feel like this has to do... Nah. I don't know. It's weird. And I can't even wear this yet. Required level 5. Body, luck, HP per hit, MP per hit. Wow, that's actually going to be a pretty solid piece. But I definitely feel like that spell power helped, even though I gotta spend all these points that I just got. She didn't level up. I did. Actually, I didn't even level up either. I got a new perk is all I got. I increased my reputation by killing bad guys. That's how I got another one of these. Let's go with... I sit at max rage a lot. Maybe I should just do that. First attack has a plus 5% crit chance against every enemy. I'm going to save that perk point and see what I get. So far, I kind of like the feeling of the arcane mechanic. Although I'm not really seeing how arcane most of this stuff is. That's a lot of bad guys. Just so we're aware, this is a lot of bad guys. And I can't orb walk too well at this level. I don't have enough attack speed for that yet. At least Katarina's doing some damage. Yeah, as long as I just kite them back into the main guys, I guess nothing's gonna be a problem. Magic find chance and elemental resistances. If this is anything like Path of Exile or like the first one, you need a lot of elemental resistances before things stop hurting. This one would give me more HP, but I'll probably just salvage it or whatever I can do with it later. I will say that I am glad to see that the game isn't lagging. Maybe I'll make a separate video about if you're having the lagging issue in the game, because this is a solid game, and it's on, I think it's on sale on Steam for the Steam Summer Sale until June 30th. So if you're a fan of action RPGs, it's actually a solid game. I think this and the first game all together with a good portion of the DLC is only like 30 bucks. So these are all solid game pickups if you're into these kind of games. If you're just looking for a break from other action RPGs, I'd rather enjoy this game. Alright, yeah, please, I need more healing potions. I'm burning through these things while I just sit there and use the flamethrower. I'm actually burning through health potions fairly quickly. Now, get in there. She's gonna need a better weapon, that's for sure. Yeah. I'm definitely feeling like I could use a little bit more attack speed. I'm sure attack speed will affect a few things. New quest, awesome. Still got some skill points I need to use. Speak with Commander Petrov. Where is that guy?
I'm just a simple ghost, Van Helsing. But you might want to use your
Rare
occult abilities to
artifact.
jump back to the commander.
Oh, town portal, I'm guessing. Yep. I was correct. I was correct indeed. Oh, so we got a store right here. How much is all this? So I got what? Okay, there's my my gold count right there. Also, I can equip this now. Rare two-handed sword. That's for hunters only. Can I give that to her? It says hunter only. It doesn't say that I can't give it to Katarina. She got a melee weapon. Should be able to give that to her. I could use a better body piece though. Physical resistance. I don't know. Everything in this place seems to be doing magical damage. I've always been a kind of just pick it up and use it kind of guy. I don't really like to buy stuff from NPCs unless it's potions, which this guy does not seem to be selling. Oh, yes, he is. Right here. How much are these? Price buying per potion, 159. Shift right click to buy 5 at once. Sure, I'll do that. I'll buy 5 more, and I'll give... How do I... What is it? Sell the whole stack. Shift right click to sell. Shift left click to split. Sure. I'll give her... 5. Dig him. No. Dig him. Oh, I could just punch in 5. That's probably the better idea. Here, take him. Now stop complaining you don't have health potions, even though you're those aren't going to last you very long. Lady Katarina's hit points. Awesome. Upon death, that's probably going to be pretty often, so I may want to look into that. Oh, also, she's going to need resistances big time. So I'm actually going to put a point into that as well. Alright, and her actual points, I would like to put some points into her actual things. There we go. Also give her some luck. 1 point of luck's not going to do much, but still. Character sheet. Plus 12%. And I'm feeling 2 points in body right here. Now, your decisions are permanent in this game. So if you're a really, you know, old school action RPG player and you like that kind of stuff, you'll like it. It's pretty good. Alright, let's increase that to 5. Now, I'm debating if I want to... After the explosion, a smaller charge bounces on for a short distance. That actually may be useful. But I want to get that first, because I want to get those both to rank 5. Flame Jet is extended to 9 meters. I need 10 skill levels for that one. I don't really know if I want to go that deep into Concussive Grenade. Especially considering I don't think there's any respecs in this game. And these are only the first skills. And okay, I can hear you. Void Mine. Yeah, like, so you got crazy things right here. And as well as passive skills I'm going to have to be working towards. Yeah, see, this says that even my dexterity increases the damage of my pocket, of the pocket droid. I may want to pick that up just to get into Minefield eventually. Minimum level required 7. What's this? Mechanical allies gain 20% of your defense. Oh, so I can, like, summon mad mechanical allies, too? I want that. I might as well, put a point into something, then. Alright, stop shouting. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my skills here. I'll put a point into my pocket mechanoid, then. Put 2 points into it. And then... What is it? Is it R to switch weapons? New perk, extended durability. What does that do? Summoned units last 20% longer. Okay. That's good to know.
Sir, we are under heavy attack.
Alright, listen. I'm just going to learn that because a pet build seems pretty cool. It lasts for 24 seconds. Let me try it in place of my my flamethrower and see if it's a bit more consistent.
Impeccable timing, Hunter, as always.
Last time I checked.
Oh, he is a modern vampire.
Oh, he's a modern vampire. Oh, God.
I haven't seen daylight for a while.
I'm a hunter.
Yeah, I want to go out and kill stuff. You kidding me? He's trying to tell me to do things like go give people commands. Hell no. I go and I kill stuff. Sorry, I was taking a sip of my coffee. Whoa, this is kind of weird lag, if I can say so myself. This definitely is nothing like the first part. Maybe this is actually quite similar to the lag where, like, enemy animations are kind of weird, but the game itself works fine. Oh, I can summon, like, I can constantly summon those spider robots. That's actually pretty good. Like, every time the cooldown is up, I can summon another spider robot. They only last for like 24 seconds, but it means I can have like 3 or 4 of them up at the same time. Wow, that's definitely going to make this a lot safer for hardcore. If I ever want to play hardcore in this character, which, by the way, I love playing hardcore difficulty on action RPGs. Although I usually don't do it my first time playing through. Also, I'm noticing that my guys are getting absolutely wrecked against this many enemies. And that these guys are pretty massive in terms of how much damage it takes to take them down. Yeah. No, you want to come help me with this guy? Fine, I'll just kite him all the way back here. Yeah. You guys take care of him. I'm having a bit of trouble over here. You guys have fun. Okay, yeah, against these smaller units, they're really, really good. They're picking those things off ASAP. Okay.
It's you, Hunter. Your humble messenger was ripping through the ink, delivering dispatch.
You know, Van Helsing,
Wait, what?
I simply can't understand why you trust this faceless creature.
Yeah, she really doesn't like him.
Is here to help. He used to be Fulmigati's victim after all.
Alright, what do we need?
Look at him. If he lived under the opera house and played the organ,
No,
he'd be the
I don't want
first
her
to
inventory. I
know.
want my inventory. There we go.
Harsh words from an incorporeal being who turns into a raging beast when she's angry.
There you go.
Fine. You had to play the ghost card again.
Primordial essence. Oh, so I can apply that to items. Nice. So these are like gems, I suppose. What the hell is this down here? See those? Oh, that's my quest behind my inventory. All right, so what can I get? Boots, belt, or gloves? I think I'll go with gloves. And I leveled up again. Jesus, you level up pretty quick in this game, considering I'm on like a normal difficulty. Mana regeneration and HP, sure. Critical hit chance, sure. I'll take it. I don't have much of a choice at this point, considering I had nothing in that slot. Oh, I had more points than I thought I did. Alright. Let's go for more damage then. More damage is always good. Hopefully that's actually increasing my damage. Oh, you know what? I could have actually checked, perhaps. Because as you can see, damage per hit, 18. You can actually check pretty much right here whether or not it's going up or not. Yeah, it looks like I may have actually been spell power this whole time, so that would explain why I'm doing shit for damage. Except that it says dexterity increases that one, so... Well, that would explain why I'm so weak. I guess I'll just have to check after this.
Destroy their launch tower before the next attack. Scouts report 3.
Possibly. All right.
Yeah, give me an engineer. Yeah, because I am definitely not doing more damage. So next time I level up, let's put some points into spell power, why don't we? And see how that improves it. Like against these things, it's not so bad, because these things die pretty quick. But regardless, it'd probably be a better idea for me to actually be improving the stats that improve my actual damage. That may be a good idea. Yeah, gang up on him. I mean, granted, I still have the situation under control, but let's be honest here. So, yeah, use that information wisely to you. Don't do what I just did. It's not good for you. No, don't just get shot. Come on, come on. Alright. Come on. Now, I don't even need to go that way, so let's not go that way. So as you can see on my map, I'm trying to go up this way. Alright, well, this will have to be an ordeal. Granted, with all my pets, it's not really that big of an ordeal. I love these pets. They don't have a lot of HP. I mean, they don't have a lot of stats, period. They actually have quite a bit of HP. 270 is not bad at all. That's only just shy of her. And I know I have a level up worth of points I haven't used yet. Oh, what the hell? Oh, down this way. He's hiding. Why are all my chests empty?
So,
Good question.
Don't listen to her.
Well, I could...
Alright, I know.
Don't worry.
This is the engineer I'm gonna need. Come here. Follow me. Come with me. Yeah, there we go. At least he's got 3,400 HP. Alright, well, before I go any further, let's actually improve my skills a little bit. These guys could still be a little bit stronger. Also, plus 5-second duration would be pretty cool. Seems like seems like it's well worth my points. And for the time being, even though it doesn't do anything because I've been pumping dexterity this whole time thinking, oh, I've got a ranged weapon. That'll probably increase how much damage my ranged attack is doing against these guys. This is most definitely a ranged attack. Nope. It's a spell. I don't know, that still doesn't make sense to me, you know? For obvious reasons. Especially considering I then have a skill that does increase my damage based on dexterity. It just seems like it would make more sense, you know? Maybe if I just go full dex, all my bots will just be so strong. Alright, this guy seriously needs to get up here and disable this thing before I have to kill a million of these things. As much as I love EXP as much as the next guy. But I got levels to assign and things. Here, yeah, disable this thing. And that is one down, like she said. Oh, my bots were just off on their own killing things. I'm okay with this. My bots do a lot of damage. And now with my rage one, I can make them last for 5 seconds longer, so they're even more of a threat. Look at that. They're just going to go around. They're just going to kill everything. It'll be alright. Meanwhile, that engineer needs to get his ass up here before I have to deal with problems. Yeah. Go deal with the problems. While he deals with that, you bots go deal with the problems. Yeah, I'm probably going to use all my rage for Overwind. If I really want to go with like a dex pet build. Seems like the smart thing to do. Alright. Quest done. Hopefully I can level up and see if the spell power or the dex is going to improve my damage. Alright. I like how there's multiple quests in the area too, so I can sort of approach the quest at my own pace. Also, I thought I just destroyed the thing that all you guys are coming out of. Why are there still more of you? Also, where's the... Didn't I just accept the belt or something? Where is it? I know I just finished a quest. Did she take it? What'd you do with my belt? Maybe it was something else? Maybe it was just reputation. Who knows? But it surely wasn't anything in my inventory right now. And I surely didn't get rid of it. So... fail. Wraith. Plus 10 damage? Sure. Oh, I can't learn it yet. So far, I'm really liking this game. It feels very similar to the first game. That was weird. It feels very similar to the first game. Oh, I picked up a scroll. That's what I picked up. A scroll of slaying. So, yeah, scrolls are something I said I'd explain a little bit more in depth a little bit later. And scrolls are basically temporary damage buffs that you can have in your inventory. And they work. They're really, really effective if you can get enough of them. Because you can just spam them and just completely wreck special groups. Like this one is 50% damage for 15 seconds. Alright, what do you got for me?
Sir, we can...
You can solve
A
everything.
radical...
There is a phlogiston...
Alright,
Love blowing
residents have already fled, which means you can risk the plan.
Residents have already fled or have been evacuated.
So we're gonna go release gas, I suppose. I'm hoping that this doesn't kill me in the process, but we all know what the odds of that not happening are, and that is 0. Start summoning pets before we get down there. Oh, I don't have enough rage. Well, that's not good. These things hit pretty friggin' hard. Oh, is that a weapon? Please tell me that was a weapon. That was indeed a weapon. Has more damage, therefore it will make me stronger. Just come on, pets. Just don't die, pets. Oh, yeah. Just keep doing damage. There are definitely a lot of enemies down here. And I am nowhere near a level to find out if spell power... Okay, well... This doesn't look like it'll end well. And there's a special enemy type over there. You see the things with the blue outlines? So, let me try this. Because... Nope. Okay.
I can't do that.
Alright, let's see what kind of... What do they got? Undead, fire resistant... Okay, well... Come on now. Galvanized discharger. Alright, I'll take that. Alright, well seriously, giant zombie hand. I wonder if it's unidentified pistol. Oh man, we're getting loot. So there are unidentifieds in this game. I was wondering if there were unidentifieds in this game, which are basically items that you need to identify or you can't see their stats like that. I'm gonna need scrolls to identify them, I'm assuming. Nope, you can just right click. So it's more like the newer games. Alright, so now this has an essence capacity of 20. So I have essences right here. This essence cost is 5. So let's see. This weapon has weapon damage, critical hit chance, and then after I've used 5,000 MP, I'll unlock plus 3% attack speed. So you actually unlock more things, and it's also hunter only. This means maybe I can give it to her. Wow, got some pretty decent things right here. Is this +9, -1 damage per hand? I'm assuming that means. +2 spell power may make it better though. It's got less damage because it's got less cooldown reduction, I guess. It's got increased dexterity and willpower though, so let's give it a shot. And then for her, actually, I kind of want to give her a sword, so I don't know how much use that is. Let's start giving her some plus resistances, yeah? She's kind of got to get a little bit stronger at some point or another. So far, I am really enjoying this game, though. Can I give her anything else that I have? Like the sword, perhaps? Like the sword I'm not going to use at all? Can I give this to you? Yes, I can, even though it's hunter only. And give you a ranged weapon. Oh, okay, maybe I can't give you a ranged weapon then. Oh, that is a two-handed sword. Maybe if I would use my brain, I would have realized that. Alright. So I think I cleared everything out, and I just need to press these valves now. And valve, not valve. People get upset when I say things like that. Valve. Now I kind of wish I was playing on hardcore. I'm figuring these things out at an okay rate. What the hell are these things? Alright, well, don't come after me. I don't want nothing to do with this. Oh, she's doing way better. Scroll of good fortune. I'll take it. Yeah, I like just summoning them on the flank. Look at that, just behind him, completely wrecks his face, and then gives me a protective face mask. So far, I'm liking where all this is going. Magic Find, what is this? +3 mana, -1 protection, -1 spell power. It's got more resistance and critical damage. It's arcane mechanic only. I don't know. I'll keep it for now. I picked something else up, didn't I? Oh, guess not. Oh, I picked up that scroll of slaying. That's what I picked up. I wonder how the online is for this game compared to the last game. How many people use the online for the first game? So it really did just feel like a one-time playthrough, single player kind of deal. Hear the commander's report. So I'm assuming I gotta go back. Yep.
We managed to hold our ground, but only just. Parker is now familiar with our positions.
I'll give orders for the second line.
There we go. Oh, we got more quests. Come on, let me go get more quests. It's probably part of my quest to defend Vladit Junction. Sounds like there's a lot going on outside of my room right now. I can feel a lot of ground shaking, but I can't hear anything.
Sir, if you don't mind me saying, this area is far too open and wide.
Deploy the automated turrets on the higher ground and defend your position.
I'll survey the position.
I do agree. This is not a very good position to have your men in. You have way too many points where you can be completely annihilated from.
Sir, if you don't mind me saying, this area...
Deploy the automated...
Yeah, deploy those. Those things will help a lot. Maybe. I don't really have faith that those will defend you at all, but... I guess we'll find out.
What an absolute. I was just trying to...
I'm glad to send those men to positions of immediate danger.
Command a strong force here.
I'm glad to hear that.
Alright, so now he's going to send some men off to the other positions. I wonder how this is really going to change the outcome of this battle. Like, in actuality, how much is this going to change everything? Also, I'm getting pretty close to leveling up, so we can finally find out at the end of this part if spell power is actually going to affect all my damage, or if it's going to be dexterity. If I can find more skills that say that it's going to be dexterity, then I'm going dexterity.
Resistance soldiers reporting. Sir, we might be a bit outnumbered.
We must defend.
Yes, get some reinforcements. Alright, let's go back and get ready. Now, the first game actually had a sort of tower defense.
Absolutely.
But this isn't exactly the same.
Ready to fight?
I'm always ready to fight, Commander.
You're damn right I am. Alright, we got the second wave now. Oh my god, those things with the bulb heads are really annoying. Not as annoying as the giant hulking beasts, though. Alright, let's go. Whoa, what the heck is that? Okay, well... glad I decided not to stand there. Getting a little bit of lag. Alright, well at least I can one-shot all these little helicopter things now. Nope, I don't want... Nope, okay. I don't want anything to do with that. Wow, they're decimating these things. What are they even worried about? I can't even get to half the enemies before they die. I'm gonna rout their forces. There's a lot of explosions here. Okay, they definitely need some help. Yeah, they are definitely in need of some help. Hey, there's a level up. This is not a good time for the level up. Well, it's always a good time for a level up, but... yeah, I'm gonna try and get rid of these guys as much as possible before the bases of operations get wrecked. I think the second battle's almost done. I think it's just this guy left. Nope, there's a point down there that's not looking so good. Never mind. They managed it. See, I barely had to do anything. A rare ring, amulet, or armor. Let's go with armor. Yes. And I got +2 ability points from that quest. More dexterity. Great.
You're alone with his last breath, he did. There is an industrial plant.
Awesome. So is that going to take me to the next act or something? Or the next part of this act? Alright, so I leveled up. It says spell power. That's the thing. So willpower. I wonder if I need to press yes to see it. Nope. Okay, dexterity is definitely increasing it. Okay, that's good. The spell power thing was having me worried that it was sitting right here. It's like, I mean, yeah, I know it needs to tell me what my spell power is, but I can always do that through willpower, I guess.
I'm not sure
All right.
hold out for much longer.
What do I got? Just put 2 points in body. Because I need more damage. My damage sucks. My damage sucks big time. All right, what else we got? More skills. Good. Now I don't feel so bad for putting so many points into grenade lob. Although I really should be putting some points into some aura at some point. Like this aura, plus 75%. Oh, see, that one only works at max rage, though. Which I kind of am trying to avoid at this point. Yeah, let's go with range damage reduction aura. Because I take a lot of range damage. Rescue Count Vlados. Alright, we'll do that, and we'll call it the end of a part. How does that sound? I am definitely going to be playing the hell out of this game. So far, it feels like the first game, but looking at like the skill tree, it looks like they put a lot more work into making this game last a little bit longer. Also, it says that the scenario is recommended, at recommended level 57 or higher. That's pretty significant considering that in the first game, when I finished it, I was level 30, and getting past level 30 was a pain in the ass. So that's a good sign for some of the longevity of this game. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how it actually plays out, though. How do I get down there? Alright, so there's got to be an elevator of sorts to get down there. There it is. Just want to get some pets summoned before I get down there. Is there going to be a boss or something? Or it's probably just like, it's only going to be a boss at the end of each act. This is probably going to send me into another zone, though. Don't worry. I got minions all over the place, just running around making sure we're okay. I'm assuming we're going to have bigger fish to fry soon enough, unless I can destroy these elevators. For real, these things aren't even threatening. Why not? Alright, seriously, how many enemies are there going to be? They're not even coming at a fast enough rate to interest me. I can just stand still and let my minions handle everything, except there's a giant spinning wheel in my face. Yeah, they are seriously just wrecking everything. Minions, run around and kill everything. And that one soldier guy who's somehow still alive. Well, this is why I like pet builds. At least on easier difficulties. Pet builds are good for hardcore, too. For obvious reasons. Oh, looks like they're starting to churn enemies out quicker, finally. And just as they say that, they start coming slower. Maybe they'll start, doing something at any point here. Like, I don't know, actually fighting me. No, you'll be able to do it in a few seconds. Don't you worry about that. Just keep summoning the ones with extended life, and it works perfect. In fact, let me give her some bonus points while I'm waiting. She got more skill points. She got a lot of resistances. Alright, I like that. Oh, there's one of those big guys. Wasn't too big of a problem.
You certainly live up to our expectations, sir. You saved us in the...
What happened to you, Captain?
Where is Clown GLaDOS?
Is gone.
What do you mean, gone?
You really shouldn't question his dedication to the cause, milady. He led his unit to
I like the things exploding.
To disable the force domes.
I'll take it from here, Captain.
Go back to the front line. Yeah, I agree. You're useless. Scroll of Alacrity increases movement speed.
You are needed, Van Helsing. The commander wants to talk to you. You must also save a weapon shipment.
Okay, that's a lot of things for me to need to do all of a sudden. Thank you for giving me an option in the matter. Protection, spell power, overall better boots. I'm okay with this. Minus 4 HP. Minus. Oh, dude, we got another ring. Got a plain tin ring. Forgot about that. Hit on HP on hit. All right, so we have a lot of quests to do, and I'm already an hour into this video. So I'm gonna call the video here. Maybe I'll continue the video series for this. I'll make sure to record myself playing it just in case. If you're looking to pick this game up, you're looking for something to pass the time, you're looking for a solid game for not a lot of money, go pick up Van Helsing 1 and 2, or 2, one or the other, on the Steam store. I think altogether, the first game with 2 DLC and the second game with 1 DLC is only $30 right now. So, just like with classic Steam sales, buy it, never play it, but no, I highly recommend playing this game. If you have trouble with the bugs, just ask in the comments below. I can let you guys know how exactly to fix the problem with the lag after the prologue of the game. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share. And until next time, take care.